Hi everybody, it's Teacher Deborah back to read you a book called A Visitor for Bear. This is one of my books from home. Let's see. No one ever came to Bear's house. It had always been that way, and Bear was quite sure he didn't like visitors. He even had a sign that said, "No visitors allowed." One morning, Bear heard a tap, 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 tapping on the front door. When he opened his door, there was a mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. "No visitors allowed," Bear said, pointing to the sign. "Go away." He closed the door and went back to his business of making his breakfast. He set out 1 cup and 1 spoon, but when he opened the cupboard to get 1 bowl, I wonder if there's something in that cupboard. There was a mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. Look at him, he's so cute. As long as he's in somebody else's house. I'd think it was so cute if he were in mine. "I told you to leave," cried Bear. "Perhaps we could have just a spot of tea," said the mouse. "Out!" commanded the bear. "Most sorry," said the mouse. "I'll be going now." Bear showed him to the door, and he shut the door firmly. Look, he's holding him by his tail. He's throwing the mouse out. Then he went back to the business of making his breakfast. But when he opened the bread drawer for 1 slice of bread, there was a mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. I wonder if it's the same mouse. Look at his face. He doesn't look any too happy. And the mouse looks a little scared. "Unbelievable," rumbled Bear. "Away with you, vamoose!" That means go. "I do like a bit of cheese," said the mouse. Bear pointed a rigid claw towards the door. "Yes, then, here I go," said the mouse. "Farewell." And the mouse whisked out the door. There he goes. Poor mouse, he really wants to go into Bear's house. This time, Bear shut the door very firmly, and he locked it tight. He locked the windows too, just for good measure. For sure that mouse won't get in now. Then, once again, he went back to the business of making his breakfast. But when he opened the fridge to get 1 egg, now what do you think? Do you think the mouse is in the refrigerator? Let's see. There was a mouse, small and gray, and remember, bright-eyed, of course. "Be gone," roared the bear. Look at him, he's really mad now. "A crackling fire?" ventured the mouse. "This is impossible! It's intolerable! It's insufferable!" cried Bear, shaking with anger and disbelief. "Terribly sorry," murmured the mouse. "Now you see me. Now you don't. I'm gone." And the mouse looked very sorry indeed while he waited for Bear to unbolt the door and let him out again. That bear's not happy with that mouse, and the mouse is just not giving up. This time, before he went back to the business of making his breakfast, Bear shut the door very, very firmly, and he locked it, boarded the windows shut, stopped up the chimney, and even plugged the drain of the bathtub. No way could that mouse get in now. Carefully, Bear set about the business of making his breakfast. He opened the cupboard. No mouse. Thank goodness. He opened the bread drawer. Nothing. Phew. He opened the fridge. Mouse mouse free. Yes, indeed. He lifted the lid to the tea kettle. There was the mouse, small and gray, and well, you know the rest. Bear fell to the floor and wept. I give up, he blubbered. You win. I am undone. Look at him, he's really crying big bear tears. So sorry, said the mouse, but perhaps if I could have just a bit of cheese and a cup of tea, and do you think we could unstopper the chimney and have a nice fire? Bear blew his nose with a loud honk. But then you must go, he sniffled. No visitors allowed. You have my word, said the mouse. Look at him. So I guess he's going to let him stay for a little while. Bear unshuttered and unboarded the windows. He unlocked the door. He unstopped the chimney. And he unplugged the drain of the bathtub. He brought out 2 plates of cheese and 2 teacups, and he made a crackling fire in the fireplace for 2 sets of toes. The mouse warmed his feet and nibbled and sipped, and Bear did too. They sat for a long while. The clock in Bear's house ticked loudly. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Bear cleared his throat. The mouse looked most attentive. No one had ever been more attentive to Bear. The fire is nice, Bear announced. Lovely, said the mouse. No one had ever said Bear's fires were lovely. I can do a headstand, said Bear. Very impressive, exclaimed the mouse. Bear told a joke. The mouse laughed heartily. No one had ever laughed at Bear's jokes before. Bear began to think of another joke. The mouse set down his teacup. Bear quickly lifted the teapot. There's plenty more, he said. So sorry, said the mouse. Most kind, but I must be on my way. Really? You needn't go, said Bear. I am off, said the mouse, springing up from his chair. Wait, cried Bear, but the mouse stepped out the door. Toodaloo, said the mouse, and there he goes. But now it seems Bear doesn't want him to go. Don't go, wailed Bear, throwing his body across the path. But I gave you my word, said the mouse, pointing at the no visitors sign. See, right there it says no visitors. You remember he said after he got to have his cup of tea and sit by the fireplace, he would go. And now Bear doesn't want him to go. Oh, that, cried Bear, pulling down the sign and tearing it up. That's for salesmen, not for friends. He likes him now. Not for friends? Asked the mouse. Small and gray and bright-eyed. Bear nodded. The mouse's bright eyes glowed even brighter, and Bear smiled. Look at that. I think they've become close friends. Do you like 1 lump or 2? Said Bear most politely. I like 2, said the mouse, and Bear agreed as they added their sugar into their tea, and they were going to spend more time with each other because they had become close friends. So, thank you for listening to my story, and I will see you tomorrow at our Zoom meeting. Good night.